welcome to the January 27th edition of Bearcat Blast. We're really blessed this week to have an outstanding senior sitting with us. Macy Fuller is here. Macy is going to give us some information today about a couple of our topics. So Macy, you ready to roll on this?
Yep.
All right. I want to remind everybody, and this is super important for seniors, the Buffett Scholarship is due this Saturday, February 1st. I've sent out a couple emails about it to parents and students letting you know that because it's due Saturday, you have to have everything done before then because school's not open on Saturday. So a lot of times I get last minute, can I get a transcript or can I get this or can I get that? We're not going to be able to do it after Friday, so make sure you get that done. Another thing that's really important is if you want to be a teacher, if you're looking into going into education, UNK has a great scholarship. It's called the UNK Teacher Scholars Academy. And your Horizon folks, if you had Mrs. Duvall over there, she's in charge of that at UNK. That is also due on Saturday, the 1st of February. That's a great scholarship. I mean, it gives you support, it gives you room and board, and it gives you tuition. I mean, that's free college. You don't have to pay a dime for that. Do you want free college?
Yes.
Yeah, see? Again, I want to remind you guys too, if you get a scholarship letter letting you know you've been awarded a scholarship, make sure you bring it up to my office, give it to Mrs. Lytle, she'll make a copy, give it back to you, so we have all that stuff ready for honors night. So, all right, some new stuff. Carney Bound, Mrs. Eichhoff's going to be having a meeting about that. You guys know what Carney Bound is?
Oh, I do.
You do?
Well,
Do you know what Carney
absolutely.
Bound is?
No.
You ever heard of Carney Bound?
I've heard of it.
Yeah. Carney Bound is a great scholarship for our freshmen. If your parent does not have a 2 or 4 year degree, you're eligible. You get to go to UNK. It's your tuition, it's your room and board and support. If you get awarded the scholarship, the great thing about it is the next 3.5 years of your high school career, you'll meet with a coordinator of that. His name's Josh, and he will help support you through high school and then even into college. So, Dr. Loof, what's the best college in Nebraska?
There's a lot of really good ones, but probably our favorite is Wayne State College.
Wayne State College is coming in February to visit. They'll be here on the 25th. I highly recommend you go visit with their rep. Sign up through Naviance.
Go Wildcats.
Go Wildcats. The next thing I want to talk about is Girls and Boys State. Okay, every year juniors can sign up to spend some time this summer at UNL and learn about government, learn about some different processes in Nebraska. This year it's from May 31st till June 6th. You need to sign up in the counseling office by February 17th. One of the reasons I asked Macy to come today is she attended Girls State last year. Macy, what was it like?
It was like you get put on a floor with 50 other girls, and then you kind of just get to know each other and go through the government process, and you have different people come and talk to you about different parts of the government.
Cool. Anything else going on there?
No.
Did you have any fun activities? Were you busy all the time?
Yeah, we always had these each floor had a different town, and
Mhm.
you'd have town meetings at the end of the night, and then you'd have to solve that problem, and then that's about it, I guess.
Awesome. American Legion does that, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Is it something that you can put on scholarship applications
Yes.
and things like that?
And
Looks
you can
pretty
put
good.
it on your resume.
Yeah, looks really good. Did you enjoy it?
Yes, I did.
Good,
I
good.
made a lot of new friends.
Awesome. Dr. Loof, did you ever go to Boys State?
I was a Boys State representative from my hometown way back in the day. So it was a lot of fun.
Back in 2005?
And then let's say early 90s. But it was a lot of fun. I enjoyed my week being able to spend in Lincoln and got to meet some really cool people from around the state. And a couple of them are still friends of mine. That's
Yeah.
where I met them, was at Boys State.
Yep.
So, good experience.
My son actually met his college roommate at Boys State, so now they room together at UNL, so got a good connection. So, College and Career Day is coming up, February 26th.
That's just a very busy day, but a very exciting day for our school and for our community. It's an opportunity for our community to give back. Our kids are very active that day. Juniors are taking trips to various colleges from around the state. Macy, talk to us a little bit about what your experience was last year as a junior. What did you do on that day?
I attended Doane and Concordia University, and like I picked those two because I wanted to go to like a smaller college, and like you just toured, I guess, and it was really fun.
How many kids were with you on that tour of those schools?
I think just like a bus full. I don't know how many was on the bus, I guess.
About
Yeah.
50?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're able to spend and ask some individual questions to the
Yeah.
reps and get kind of make a more personal tour.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
And like we split into like smaller groups than what we actually had.
And then from that experience, you were able to learn more about Doane and Concordia. Did you choose one of those schools to attend for your post-secondary education?
Yes, I chose Doane.
Okay. And what was probably the main reasons why you selected Doane for your school?
It just like felt like home, and I have family in Crete, so it just like made it more open, I guess.
Awesome. And I think that experience as a junior probably led to some of that decision making for you and your family, correct?
Yes.
Awesome. So juniors, take advantage of those opportunities when we go on those trips, and talk to us a little bit, Mr. Owens, about what other experiences will be happening that day for our freshmen, sophomores, and seniors then.
Yep, we're gonna have some really cool things going on. Freshmen, you guys are gonna get to tour UNK and Central Community College across the street. You may have been there before, but there's always something new going on, and new programming and new facilities being built. So it's a good chance for you guys to kind of get your foot in the door on either a 2-year or a 4-year college after high school. I know you're only freshmen, you're trying to get through your freshman year, but believe it or not, you're gonna be her pretty darn quick. It went fast, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really
And
fast.
I say that to kids all the time, enjoy it because it's gonna go fast. And they're like, yeah, right. And here she is. And I remember when she was a freshman walking through the halls, it seemed like just yesterday. So sophomores, you guys are gonna be doing some career things with the extension office called Connect the Dots. And seniors, what are you doing?
We're job shadowing.
Yeah, do you have your setup or an idea where you want to go?
Yes.
Where you want to go?
The Game and Parks office. I want to like major in wildlife biology.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good, good. So it's a great day for everybody. Parents, I would really like to give you some advice on this one. Try to avoid having your kids have an appointment that day. I know getting to the dentist is tough. I know things like that are tough, but we work so hard to have this opportunity for our kids, and we've been blessed with an Education Quest grant to pay for it. So it's an awesome opportunity. Juniors, you're going to be getting a link to sign up fairly soon. When I send that link out, it's a Sign Up Genius, which is really cool because you have so many spots on each tour, and it's going to be a first come, first served deal. So the ones that are responsible and get on it right away will get their first choice. If your first choice fills up, pick a second choice. I've had kids before say, but I don't want to go to Curtis. I don't want to go out there to that college. And then they come back and they're like, gosh, I didn't know they had that. And I didn't realize they had this. And so it's just a good experience. Dr. Loof, Mr. Goff, myself, we've all taken our kids on college tours as we all have college-age kids. And if there was 1 or 2 tours that we didn't have to take our kids to because the school took them on it, I really would have loved that, because when you go on 4, 5, 6 tours sometimes, it takes a lot of time, so it's pretty cool. All right, Be Kind Challenge this week. We're still doing the tag cards, so make sure you're tagging people. Don't hold on to those cards. Make sure you get them to somebody else doing that act of kindness. The other thing is, I want you guys to compliment people like confetti this week. You guys know what that means?
I've never heard of it.
Yeah. First people you run into today, give them a compliment. And make sure it's not fake. Make sure it's genuine, okay? Macy, I really appreciate you coming down and helping us out today. That's really nice of you. See, that was genuine, that was kind, that was a compliment, okay? Dr. Loof, I appreciate you coming to school today when you don't always feel well with your cough.
Well, I appreciate that. Hopefully getting better soon.
So that's our Be Kind Challenge this week. All right, Bearcat time. January 28th, freshmen, you're going to be exploring college. You'll learn about what to look for when exploring colleges. Macy, when you've gone on college tours, is there anything you would want to ask a representative, or anything that sticks out in your head?
Like the class size, like that was important to me, like how many people were in each class.
Awesome. There's really a cool thing on Education Quest if you go to educationquest.org, and one of the links is questions to ask on a college tour. And it's got about 30 questions, and I always tell kids, print that out, take it with you when you go on a college tour, because if you're like me, sometimes if I go to the doctor about something, I'm like, oh, I forgot to ask that when I leave. And this kind of helps you avoid that stuff. Sophomores, you guys will be hammering away at On to College for your pre-ACT. You'll be doing some English, doing a practice test. Those practice tests are pretty important.
Well, it gives you experience. I mean, the opportunity to see how the tests are written and how the language is provided. It's just a good opportunity to get exposed to that language early. Take advantage of it.
Also, you're in a time frame, so it teaches you, like when you're doing the pre-ACT or the ACT, every test is timed, so it can kind of help you keep track of that. Juniors, you guys are going to be doing session 4A video dealing with math and doing some math work in there. Mace, tell me, how was On to College for you last year?
It helped me.
Yeah?
Helped my score a lot.
Did you feel like you were prepared when you went in to take the test?
Yes.
Yeah, good.
After I did the On to College.
Good. Seniors, you guys are going to continue to work on School Connect from last week, and you'll have an Introduction to College and Career Readiness Day. Your Bearcat Time teacher is going to give you information about that day, talk about the job shadows, what it's going to take from you to get that stuff done. So that's where you can start looking at where you're going to go and what you're going to do that day, okay? Registration week's coming up, February. Like I said, that's going to be upon us before we know it. I don't know about you guys, but January usually seems like it has like 92 days in it to me. It seems like the longest month ever. And this month's kind of flown by for me. I don't know about you guys, but it might have only had 87 days, so,
For sure. I know, I'll start sending out emails to everybody regarding registration. Registration week, also that week we are hosting parent-teacher conferences in the evening that week of February 10th through the 14th. So plan accordingly, anticipate an email coming from me regarding all the information surrounding registration and parent-teacher conferences.
Awesome. And ninth graders, this week you guys will start actually doing some more of your registration process. So that's going to be pretty important for you guys to take care of that. Last thing I want to talk about is be kind. If you went to the game last week, we had a big banner out for Be the Eye in Kind. And so you can stand right in the middle of the banner and you are the eye in kind. We'll have that at some more events coming up. So take a picture with your phone, post it on Instagram. There's an Instagram address for it on the bottom. You can also post it to Kearney High, things like that. Just promote being kind. So, anybody got anything else to say today?
Just have a great week, folks. It's a grind. January and February are long, not very many breaks. Keep your nose down and let's just get after it, and spring will be here before we know it.
What do you think, Mace?
I don't got anything.
She doesn't have anything. All right. Well, you guys have a great week. It's a great week to be a Bearcat.
Thank you.